Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just want to give a quick update. This will probably be multiple videos tagged together. We got the turbo turret out of here. We pulled in the 85 E30 318i manual. It's now in the garage, so I can kind of tinker with it. I've been messing with it here and there. Nothing real consistent. It's been so hot down here in Atlanta. Can't take too much outside. Had COVID in July, and it's just kind of really made the heat and breathing pretty awful for me yet still. So the heat's just kind of getting to me. I apologize. So under the hood, did a little bit of work, got a battery fit up that I had laying around. I had to repair this positive cable. It's not the OEM one. It was actually cracked off. I don't really like this fix, but it works temporarily. It's kind of close to underneath the cowl there, so we'll end up changing something at some point. I just kind of wanted to get something so I can get electricity flowing through. We did put a new cap and rotor, new wires. Looked like someone had already put plugs in it. They're brand new NGKs, don't even look like they've been run. So just some signs that someone's been in here a little bit before. So I did pull all 4 plugs out. 2 were actually loose, so I'm glad I kind of went through them and checked them out. I also believe he had the spark plug wires mixed up. They were not routed correctly, 2 of them. So I believe I have that all set. I've been kind of tinkering with the fuel pumps. What I'm getting when I plug battery in sometimes is I'm getting a buzz from that box right over there on the other firewall. There's a fuel pump relay. Some people actually call it a main relay, but on this, the 4-cylinder, they just call it the fuel pump relay. The 6 cylinders, they call it a main relay, and there's a separate relay for the fuel pump. Anyway, that has been buzzing, and as soon as I get battery connected, the fuel pump in the tank turns on, and occasionally the inline pump turns on. That's just battery connection, not key on, nothing. So I'm suspecting that there's something wrong with that relay. I've had some issues with it where it will power the pump, sometimes it won't power the pump. And currently it's at the state where it's not running pumps at all. I did verify I do have fuel all the way up to the rail. I can't tell if the injectors are firing yet. I have been able to get it started on some brake clean. It'll run pretty good. It idles at like 3,000 RPM, so I know there's a vacuum leak. I'll show you that here in a minute. One obvious one is this connection here that he put together. That's obviously cracked and leaking, so we'll have to replace that at some point if we want to continue to run this motor, or if we're gonna just kind of get this running, tidied up, and moved on to the next owner. So come around on the driver's side here. I did a smoke test. I'll show you a video of it, but this intake boot is all cracked up. Needs to be replaced. I did find one on eBay, so I might pick that one up. So in here, like I said, this spot here is where the fuel pump relay goes. I brought it in the house. I only found one listing on eBay for one. Supposedly it'll be here tomorrow, so I will try that. We need to get in here and replace all the fuel line. It's all hardened, nasty. We had some major fuel leaks underneath, so I do need to replace that. I did order some fuel line in, so we'll probably tackle that as well as we try to get this thing to start. On the inside, not much has really changed. It's still the wrong steering wheel, but I did pick up a new ignition switch. This was totally missing in the car, so currently that's my key, but it does work. I did buy a new ignition lock cylinder. Unfortunately, since we didn't have a key, getting the old one out ended up destroying the old bits for it. So it's gonna need a whole housing too, unfortunately. So it needs, if I could find a steering column that's non-airbagged with a decent steering wheel, I don't care what it looks like, I just need a steering wheel, and a ignition cylinder, I might go that route. But other than that, I've just kind of cleaned up. There's some more filings for me drilling out, but other than that, I just kind of cleaned things up a little bit. These sport seats are, or I'm sorry, these comfort seats are in amazing condition. I pulled one out and cleaned it up real good. So we might end up running them, I don't know. It needs some fitment adjustments. The rails are too wide for the bolt pattern in this car, so we'll have to do something there. And I keep getting a leaky tire up here. I put 2 different ones that I've had laying around. They both leak. I've got just a steel wheel that holds air that we might put on there. Just it makes it a little easier to roll around. If you remember from the first video, this door will not open. We've got her going. So basically what it is, I don't think you'll be able to see it in here. No, but up in this space here is the actual lock actuator. It's frozen up. So once I disconnected that, I'm able to lock and unlock it just fine. So that one opens. I assume that's the same deal back there. So I just need to get some time where it's not so darn hot out, and I can get that door apart and see if we can get that door freed up. And of course, all 4 doors needs the vapor barrier replaced because they're gone. Probably a bunch of new clips, and then we'll also need to get some new door handles because all 4 are busted. So you can see it's already starting to become a workbench. It's a problem with project cars. They always tend to take up some space and then turn it into shelves. But if you notice, I've got a couple lights installed in the garage now. It's a lot brighter in here. I think I want to get one more here, and then we'll put some in either side of this stall here as well. So some of the things that I've been contemplating with this is, all the things that I need to revive this car. And, basically I need front seats. I'm missing 1 door card. I need a steering wheel. I need the ignition lock, the whole housing, and various little bits and pieces. Other than that, the car itself is in really decent shape. It's really solid. It's got a pretty bad paint job, but that can be changed. So I've been on Marketplace and looking at pieces and parts, and came up with another option. So this is a 91 E30 318i manual. About 3 years ago, this got parked, so you can see all the algae that's all over it from sitting, all the pine needles. Basically, from looking at this guy's profile, looks like he stuffed the front end. You can kind of see this radiator support's all bashed in. And we'll get you on the other side, see the other wrinkle. But beyond just this initial radiator support, it looks okay. Obviously, it came back and hit the fan. We need to go through and kind of clean all this stuff out and see what we're working with. So my initial thought was this was relatively cheap. He paid $600 for it. It was pretty local, and has all the things that I need to put on the other car. But this car is actually, outside of the radiator supports, pretty decent too. I mean, it's been repainted. Obviously, this was white at some point, and it's been repainted black. I'm going to power wash it here in a few minutes, kind of see what we're working with. This one, like I said, totally complete interior. It's got good seats, good door panels. Dash is cracked like pretty much all E30s down here in the south. So it's got a lot of like the interior stuff and some trim work and stuff like that. And even the back seat's in really nice shape. A little bit of crackage up there, but not too bad. It's dirty, full of junk. It's kind of what you get when you pick up a cheap car. But other than that, the car seems in really good shape. So, I'm tempted to just maybe sell on the white one, the 85, and work on this one. Unfortunately, when I rolled it off the trailer, I rolled it into my retaining wall that's right behind me and busted up the bumper. But what are you gonna do? But on that, I mean, the outside looks pretty decent. Get you back up here, you can see this front apron. So up here, it needs to be pulled out, straightened out, and then a new radiator support welded in. Welding's not my forte. That's my biggest hang up about doing that. So this may still end up being parts. I'm not really sure. I'm an idiot. Drove home. Obviously there's no hood. This had a cover, it flew off, so I'll steal it from the other one. We'll get something around the throttle body so water's not getting in the motor. So it's watertight. Soon this one will go inside. Most likely to start pulling parts off of and whatnot. But this has got a good windshield, as far as I can tell. The other one in the 85 is all cracked. Unfortunately, this is an airbag car, so that the wheel that's in the white car is an airbag wheel, but it's not an airbag car. They didn't start putting bags until sometime in early 1990, 91. So this is one of the first ones that have it. I could probably move the whole column over. I don't know if you know, the wiring for the stalks and whatnot, if that's going to work or not. So something to investigate. That might be an option, or I'll just keep a lookout for a cheap steering wheel that's a non-airbag that can go on that one. But again, I've got my steering wheel, got my ignition lock cylinder and the housing, you know, pretty much everything I need. You know, it's moldy and gross and needs to be cleaned, but I'm not afraid of that. Dirt wipes off. Let's go back, show you the trunk. Yeah, all kinds of crap in here. I'm definitely just gonna wheel the trash can over and put some gloves on, and pretty much most of this is gonna be tossed. But it is nice to see the air box is in here. Although it looks like the upper lid is broken. The oh, this does have the intake too. Good, because obviously that's not. Maybe we'll just throw this whole thing on. And it's got the airflow meter as well. Again, just a bunch of crap. So it does have some of the lights. Got our Axe body spray. No, the guy's name was not Chad. So there might be still some good stuff in here. I'm really hoping to find a driver's side wiper arm. Oh, actually, is that it? Hey, asking ye shall receive. So the white car is missing the driver's side, and for some reason, so is this one. But looks like we've got that one in the trunk, so no matter which car we go to, at least I've got that. So again, maybe this one's parts. I gotta, like I said, clean it up, see what it really is, and look it up over underneath. I've been under the white one. It's solid as can be. Supposedly this is a newer motor. He thinks there's about 80,000 miles on this one. Obviously this is not the M10 like in the other car. But could swap. It'd be a little bit of horsepower bump over the single red cam M10. But I don't know, we'll have to see. We gotta, you know, kind of dig into it, see what we're working with, and go from there. So that's the update. Maybe I'll bring you back here once I get this power washed and kind of see what we're looking at and toss some stuff out of the inside. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.